talk to you guys about how is living in Cuba as a content creator or as a YouTuber, which is not easy at all. This is the first thing that you should know. Let's move to inside. Let's get started like if this would be the beginning. If I wanted to start a YouTube channel right now, and I don't want to start by using my cell phone, and I want to invest in a camera, and I want to invest in a camera, microphone, all this stuff. In Cuba, we don't have Amazon. In Cuba, we don't have anything like that. We have to go to rebelico.com, which is the black market, and you need to find if someone else has brought this stuff so you can buy it. Once you got your equipment, you need to set up your YouTube channel. You can do that from here, but you need to know exactly which are going to be the topics that you want to be talking about. Otherwise, yeah, you can be in trouble. I mean, the main content that most people do in Cuba is about Cuba itself. It's the best way to grow. Otherwise, what can you do if you're going to be creating content from Cuba? There's so many competitors out there talking about so many topics, but there are few of them talking about Cuba, living in Cuba. For example, in my case, I go start the YouTube channel talking about the entrepreneurship and personal development, but it was impossible for me to grow because there's so many people talking about that in Spanish and English, and it was so difficult. So that's why I switched to talking about Cuba, travel, all this stuff in English, and then I can switch from Cuba to being an international travel blogger. That's my plan in long term. The $1 million question, can you monetize in Cuba? No. I mean, most YouTubers in Cuba, if you're a beginner, of course, you're going to be working for free because you need to monetize. Now, once you reach the first 1,000 subscribers, once you reach the first 4,000 hours of watch time, you can monetize if you have someone else who's managing or who is, how can I say, setting this up from other countries. The channel monetize out of Cuba. They do create content in Cuba, but it's not going to be that easy to get that money unless they have a credit card or debit card, whatever, inside of Cuba. But that money is going directly to another country. Living in Cuba, creating content in Cuba about Cuba is super complicated because Cuba is a communist country where things gets complicated like this if you're not going to the line. You know what I mean? Some people wonder about how you can create content in Cuba. I mean, guys, it's extremely expensive because you need to buy the internet, you need to buy the equipment, or you can create content with your cell phone. Some people do, but it's complicated. That's the word. Creating content in Cuba is complicated in general, and that's frustrating because sometimes you're like uploading a video and it's 99% uploaded, and sometimes you have like a blackout. You lose everything, you have to start over again. Sometimes you don't have the internet, you have to use the data, and if you upload a 1 gigabyte video, you're gonna be spending a lot of money because it's expensive. There are so many things going around when it comes to creating content in Cuba. And I do respect people who create content in Cuba because it's something that you need to really think about when it comes to building an online business. But yeah, that's basically what it takes to create a channel in Cuba. If you are a content creator or if you are planning to build like an online business, just let me know in the comments down below. I would love to see what you do. I also want to show you guys what I use to create content. This is the camera that I'm using already. This is the Canon 200D with 10 to 18 millimeters Canon. All this is Canon. And this is a Rode microphone. Okay guys, this is the tripod that I'm using to film. This is a Manfrotto. Okay, actually you can see it here. 190X Pro B. It's an Italian brand, super famous. I got this one from a good friend of mine. We did a switch and I use it a lot actually. What I use is this NUC right here. That is an Intel. Let me focus this. This is an Intel i7. It has 16 gigabytes of RAM. Nothing crazy, but it's good enough for creating content. I have this lighting right here, which it doesn't have any brand. It's like it uses like bulbs, and I want to change this in the future. But I think for Cuba, it's extremely good. This is a TV actually, it's not a monitor because I don't have any monitor. I have this, which is the TV of the house. I'm using this to display, but you know, it's good enough. Now let me show you this crazy thing right here. This is what I use to do the podcast, to create content at home, and this is stuff. And I bought this for $10 when 10 CUC back then. And it's from newer, and as you can see, let me show you. And as you can see, guys, it's pretty old, and it has like I don't know how to say this, but it's in Spanish it's oxido. It's like pretty old. And this, I made this because normally this one is not original, and this came with a light that I don't have already. I sold the light, and I'm using this. So with the cable inside, and I'm using this connected to the camera. This is I don't remember the name of this, but this is a hub. You can use this to put so many USB, a Thunderbolt, the headphone jack, and you can put some other monitors by using this. This is the battery chargers, this is the control keyboard, this is the other lens that I'm using sometimes, which is 50 millimeters, great for portraits. And this is a deck hat. I got this from my friend Bartek Besplanu. He gave me this as a present. Thank you, bro. And I got this from Cash, from Block Cash App. This is for using the SD card. And this is a filter that I'm not using, and I got this from Cash as well. This UV filter. So guys, this is what I'm shooting right now. Actually, I just did a video for Instagram, and this is a window actually. This is a window that I'm using to hold the table. This is basically what I use to create content in Cube, guys. And I used to have tons of equipment. Now the software that I'm using to create content is not Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve, which I have, but I'm not an expert when it comes to editing in this. What I'm using is this. This is Filmora. Filmora is a beginner editor, and I've been using it for years, and I think it's great enough. Actually, so many people wonder what software I use because it looks professional, and I think that if you can do great things with things like Filmora, you're good to go. And yeah, that's it. I mean, there's so many things that we should be talking about, and if you have any further questions, please let me know, guys. I think it's good enough for getting started, and you need to be humble sometimes. You need to think about the things that you have, and of course you can dream, and you can like have a plan and list of things that you want to get in the future. That's completely okay. I have them, but you need to go step by step, be patient, and stay humble. Love you guys. It was a pleasure showing you this. It was a pleasure sharing with you how is being a content creator in Cuba, the things that I do, how I deal with the things, how other people deal with the things as well. Yeah, see you in the next video. We're going to see a crazy place this week. You're gonna love it, believe me, because so many people love this place and so many people look for it. If you're new here to the channel, subscribe. My name is Alex Rodriguez. See you soon, and ciao pescado with a picadillo.